Welcome back, everybody. It's Critical Tendency back again, also known as CR. Hopefully, everyone's doing well. Welcome to this creation mode with CR by popular demand, so to speak. Yeah, it seems like I'm gonna be making a lot of those. Those puns, right? So hopefully, everyone's doing well. And this is a creation mode with CR. I'm gonna talk about a few things along the way, and let's get things started. So it's gonna be a top-down view, so you can actually, you guys can actually see what I'm doing a little bit clearly. You guys don't need to see me, but you do need to see the items, for example. Just grabbing a few things here on the side, because I will need some tools, so to speak, for this. Let me just make sure here. What I'll do here is also add in some, turn that on, just put it here. DJ. Oops. There we go. All right. So I can hear it in the background just a tad. A little bit of music to motivate me at the same time. So while I wait for some people to join me here for creation mode, and like I said, if you enjoyed what you see, well, feel free to hit me up on one of these. So I'll bring some things into frame here. There it is. So one of the first things I'm gonna start doing for this creation mode is actually work with those. I showed it in the previous stream to this one, and yes, I think I will actually show this live too. Why not? I'll wait for some people to join me in here. You can see how it works without. Let's see what I can do. A few things. Yeah, should be right here. There we go. Grab a chair. So yes, I actually don't put that skill to use, or at least practice. So yeah, you can see how this looks. In one of the previous videos that I showed this part right here. So a little bit closer up. We're gonna see what I can do here. So one of the first things I see here, just because it's on the same hand right here on the left side right here, is right there, and yeah, it's pulling apart. Excuse me. So what I'm gonna do is actually try to pull it back together here. Let's see right there. I'll try to pull it back together the opposite side and reinforce the left side on it, and actually try to put it back together a little bit better. Kind of work with this with what I have here. So I'm not going to use anything complicated in terms of thread. So what I'm going to do first here is actually take this off. Move this to the side here. Let's put this into frame here. All right, so kind of see my spacing on this. I might actually have to adjust this. Yeah, I think I have to adjust this. Not sure what's underneath. Yeah, I think I'll start from the right side first on it. So we'll stick it together on this. Oops, frame, stick this together. So one of the things I'm gonna use here is binder clip. One of these clips right here, quite useful. It's kind of see where I want to position it, give or take. And of course, as I sew, I'll add more. I'll just adjust it and just kind of move along the finger. In this case, I'm deciding to do this mending right here. Show you what it looks like. So right up there. Got my sewing needle next to me here, just prepping it up. So just got it right there. Just kind of start along that seam. You're probably like, well, you don't really need the words here, do you? Well, actually, I still have to manipulate it and kind of see, and obviously try to put this in the frame. A little bit more difficult behind the camera. What I'm going to do here is, as I take a look here, kind of join this side and hopefully get our hair closer to that side. Yeah, I should be able to do it. Actually, I'm gonna go get some real quick here just to help me out. Just marker here that I just want to put it in there and just kind of. Oh yeah, I can actually manipulate it a little bit better. All right, that's a better angle. All right, let's see here. So what I'll probably do, let's see here. That's in frame, yes. Start over here, work my way up this way, and kind of bring it to the, well, I guess would be the right side. Just making sure on a few things here. Okay, so I have to check on something. All right, so let's get this started. So let's start right here. It's kind of moving. Oh, let me say right there. Yeah, on the bottom side of the finger. Yeah, and I had to adjust that too. So what I'm gonna do here is actually, yes. I'll start. Actually, I will start from here. I need a good starting spot. So I'll start right here. Some thread that I have here. What I'm gonna do here is kind of, how do I say, bring the material right here over a little bit more and hopefully tuck it in. What I'm gonna do here is go perpendicular to it, across from it. It's kind of, yeah, once you see it, you know what I mean. It's a little, like I said, it's a little bit more difficult. Here's what I'm trying to achieve here. Let's see, I'm trying to get it just behind it, but underneath the material, and just kind of hopefully join it together. It's a little bit more tricky behind the camera, but yeah, I should be able to pull this off. That might be the best I could do. Like I said, just using this binder clip just to hold the material together. Now, what I'll do here is see that one right about where my sewing needle is pointing. I'm trying to kind of line them up and kind of like a row, row by row by row, and they're kind of parallel or something along the lines of that. I have to go like this way. Backside here, and just kind of. I'm also trying to get this in focus. All right, let's keep going with this. All right, there we go. And go back just a little bit. Through. And over on this side, I'm gonna do the same thing again. I think I do actually have to move the clip here. So I have lots of room to play with on this. Wiggle room. Just after that first one, and the same thing, just barely up. I'm kind of trying to do this, what's it called? This, the ladder stitch and visible stitch, something along the lines of that. From the one side. Make sure I'm in frame here. Bring this back over. Basically, keep doing the same thing for a little bit here. Through. Looking at this right here. Just trying to get rid of up there. Oh, that's been close. I don't think that's that great. I haven't really got a piece of it. All right, I'm gonna start pulling this together now. You can see kind of how it's connecting, and I'm trying to hide some of the stitching. And I'm using a brighter color one so you guys can see it. This is an example. That's something I want to do anyways. But there was my starter, and it's kind of how it looks right here. All right, so let's see here. Let me take a closer look here. I want to pull this off. Take off my clip here. So the idea here is I'm going to try to bring this closer together right here, and hopefully even this back out. But I need a straight side first, so I figure I'll work with on the opposite side first. I'm gonna try to bring this together here. I might actually have to, fold it right here and bring this right about there across. Since there's a little bit of wood here. Back around. Back in there. I'm kind of using what I've seen back here. Just a little bit better right about there. As a template to join it together. And hopefully it can somewhere with us. Right about there. Yeah, starting to look a little bit better on that side. clip here. Kind of just put it aside here. Oh, I like to actually use clips a little bit more often just because they're easier to adjust. You know, I can move them along the surface and kind of help you hold it together. The material and stuff like that. All right, let's see what over here. Hold on, go back right here. Bring this together here. And hopefully, the idea is to bring it in, so I'm gonna have to start bringing it in on this side a little bit. There. Now what I'll do here is just grab a little piece right there. Kind of make sure to stay in focus as much as possible so you guys can see. Oh, wait. Yeah, there we go. Now what I'm going to do here, so you can see that's the original seam right about there. Oh wait, the camera can pick it up. And then go parallel to that and just grab like a little piece of it. And about honestly. Nah, that's not too bad, I hope. Yeah, see, I didn't go as parallel as I thought. Come back a little here. Trying to work with the contours of the material and, you know, shape and, well, obviously I'm mending, so I have to, you know, in this case, on the hand here, on this glove, go a little here. I don't think I got that one. Tighten this up just a tad here. And let's cross here. Make some load. Couple back stitches in here. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to remember to keep in frame here. Let me keep going here. Let me make some back stitch. Like I said, some back stitches in there. Do this a little faster than I might do it usually, but it's okay. What's up, Bob? Nice to see everyone. So yeah, trying to keep this in a frame. I might actually have to adjust the lighting on this. So basically now, let me recap here. What I've been up to here with the sew in this mending. It kind of, the material went like this, then went up, and basically I'm joining the material together and using that seam line that's still good behind it or something like that as a template to kind of join it together, join the material back together. So, And the thing about mending is like sometimes it's the same, then it's like sometimes it's just like, it's just like right. So something like this would be a little bit more advanced because it's just like it's not just a straight tear, that's kind of like on a line, which isn't too bad to mend. It's relatively simple since it's a nice straight line and you just kind of continue on it. Something like this, you would have to kind of see, well, because also you're pulling material together and kind of hopefully hiding it and stuff like that. So you probably don't have to like, take a second or two to think about it and be like kind of how do you want to approach it. So and obviously I'm using brighter kind of thread so you can actually see kind of what I'm doing, and obviously the gloves of dark color. So let's see. Yeah, I think I don't have to. Yeah, I don't have. Doing the ladder stitch right here. So basically, just pulling up the material. Oh, right about. Oh, that won't be too bad, I think. Come across the material I'm trying to join underneath. Just give me a sec here. Right about there. Making sure it's not tying into here. So figure, hold on. I guess that's probably the reason why I have to use it. Someone always calls when I'm streaming. But anyways, continuing on, hopefully. Sorry for the interruption there. Alright, so now what I'm going to try to do is come back up here. Just a little here. Try to grab a couple more threads in there. Hopefully it'll be good. Cross this way again. Just join a little bit more than I want. There, there. I'm gonna put this back on just to kind of take a look here. All right, let's see, spots right here. Start to take form here a little bit more. It's not so bad. Yeah, I just have a highlighter in here right now, so I can actually do this. Actually, gloves aren't too bad. Gloves aren't too bad to mend. I mean, this would be something like, I'll say a little bit more tricky, but doable. Do it with our ladder stitch. Oh, bringing the cross right here on. Just want to say that I start making something that resembles like a line that I can start connected, and I might be able just to backstitch it. Until then, I'm gonna have to keep trying to connect the material together best that I can. I pulled through. This is tricky. It's a good test of the skills to see where it's going. Actually, I'm not use the clip. I think I know how I actually have to make wider stitches on the front, back, well, the palm side. This would be the palm side right here. Right there. Let's kind of join it together. Make sure I'm in frame here. Sorry. I'm trying to look and making sure I'm in frame here. Yeah, that's a little far down. I think I'll be alright. We have a little piece right here and do some ladder stitches on this one side. Yeah, so that might be a little too far down. I'll have to work with it. I mean, this is the real world. This ain't like some like nice clean tear that's just like, oh, I can just mend that up. Something like that would be like, oh yeah, like something on a chair or something like that. I mean, I guess I have a story right here while I actually take a short break from doing it. Isn't that over the summer? I actually had to mend one of these chairs that you would see something like this right here, and it's ripped out. I mean, something like that is relatively a little bit more less complicated because it's just a straight line. Something like this, I'm like trying to adjust to the curve of the glove and stuff like that, and see how it is. Yeah. My card came through. So hold on, I gotta refread it. All right, so I'm back here again, and hopefully the idea is that I figured out how to make the stitches throughout. Probably not ideal. It's probably a little too much here. Go across. Go up a little here. Yeah, I'll probably right about that's good. Underneath. And I'll tighten this one up over here. Not ideal. See, I went down a little bit, but I had to adjust for that. See that right there. I mean, if I took this in just this a little, and kind of would start looking a little bit better. So up here seems actually on the top of the fingertip. It doesn't seem so bad. I mean, it doesn't seem so bad. I can do this here. I can never find her stitch up a little ways. Go for the back right here. It's kind of right there. Yeah, that's good. Come forward a little here. Over the top of this. Back. Let's see. And the bright side of actually using like thread that you can actually see, it's actually easier to kind of see how your lines are setting up on kind of mending. So let's see. Let's see what I got here. I'll just keep doing this for a little bit here. So, yes, and you're probably like, CR, that's pretty good. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Not too bad. It's coming together here. Forward a little bit. Make a wider stitch right here. Go for the back. I gotta catch up to it. Tighten that up. Marker up here. A little better. I'm trying to get on. Oh yeah, there we go. Under that one piece and kind of. It should be right there. Underneath. Let's try to see here. Right there. Leave a little bit right there. Wiggle room. Up a little here. And hopefully this will actually tighten up. Right up there. Because once I start bringing it together, I could actually like just add something on top of that. But the first thing I have to do is kind of bring it together, the material together in the first place. Back up for another wider stitch right here on this side too. There. Here. Find it a little right here. Of course, it's not that look perfect, but I mean, it's mending. I mean, something like this is pretty good for something that, if you look earlier, what it was. So you're just catching me right now, on this live with CR. You can see how it kind of looked like in the beginning. Just kind of looking at it right here. It's starting to come together right here. That's not too bad. Definitely a little bit more functional. I mean, there's nothing just kind of hanging out. Oh, the things of doing this. Anyways, let's go back to here. Here, let's go. I got right there for the next side. You can never wider stitch right here. Let's grab some. I don't want to go too far forward. All right. That's a bit close. Get somewhere on this now. Let me just take a look at see what I have here. So what I'm gonna do here is actually start adjusting the other side. Yes, I'm gonna start adjusting the other side. So I think I have a little excess at the top. So that's what I'm gonna do here. So I'm gonna actually kind of tidy this up. I mean, I only have so much left on the piece of fruit anyway, so instead of cutting it, I might as well just like kind of finish it off. So I'm just gonna do nothing too complicated. There's probably a few back stitches in here. So back a ways from that part. Sorry, I'm not in frame here. Sorry, I'm not in frame there. All right. Forward, back a little. Forward a little, back a little. And also, if you were using like matching thread, it would probably look a lot nicer. But this is still functional, even though you can see the threads. Not too bad. Forward a little. Turn this up. I always got to remember to tighten up. Trust the knot, as they say. So back a little here. Just kind of keep doing that forward a little. Back a little here. I'm kind of using this marker that's in the glove right now, and it's kind of so I can push it. Well, since it's round, it pushes it to the side so I can see this right here. A little bit easier and kind of hopefully tighten everything up to that. So forward a little here. Go back. Right. Pretty good. Just keep doing this for a little bit here. As I come back to my starting spot from this. So basically, like I said, I'm just doing back stitches right here. Because I only have a little bit left on this. So I think I might as well just use the rest of the line on it. Hi, Vanessa. I see you. Yeah, that'll be fun. Alright, so forward a little bit here. Back, probably right about there. Yeah, whatever. I didn't want to go too far deep in that, but whatever. Sorry. I'm trying to make sure I'm in frame here. Alright, so let's see what I can do here. Nah, I forgot I had to finish it off. I don't have enough. Alright. Just trim this off. I'll tidy up the threads later on it. Put my sewing needle on a magnet because actually it's harder to lose and then it doesn't just kind of slip off or you brush by and a sewing needle that's like on the table or something like that. Yeah. And you spend the next like 10 minutes trying to find it. So yeah, those are the neodymium magnets that I pick up are quite useful for it. All right, let's see here. That's not too bad. I'm like, honestly, I'm using contrasting thread color, but if this was a similar color, you wouldn't probably notice it so much. All right, well, let me put my highlighter back in to the glove here. So now I'm gonna work on this side a little bit more and kind of bring it together and kind of even it out. Because this side was actually worse than the side I'm about to do for everyone to just dropping in. And so I basically use that as a way to kind of tighten it from that side a little. Try to make this side pretty good, then work on the other side. All right, let me go grab something here to use. All right, my sewing needle here. Put the needle here. So let me know in the comments side chat if you like to sew or do so, or maybe have tried mending, or maybe have done it before. Maybe you learned it a long time ago, or you haven't done it in a while, but you have done it at least. So let me know. All right, that'd be so nice to hear about that. That was a probably intended pun. Yes. All right, so let's try something. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna remove some of these threads. See, that was another reason why I wanted to start on this side, so I actually have something to work with. I might actually have to cut some of these threads here. So open that back up. That way I can see what I'm working with a little bit better here. Yeah. See, that's not so bad. Yeah, that's not so bad right there. I thought it was gonna be worse underneath. So I'll probably, I'll start from over here and kind of work my way back up. Just like the other side that I started on. So I'm gonna start on the palm side first right here. Start it from the outside, bring it into the center. And that'll be alright, I guess. Start off with a back stitch. The front side of right here. Oh, sorry. I gotta remember this name for here. Okay. So, alright, side right here. It's kind of to put the tail through there. So just it here. Alright. Yeah, whatever. And there. Come back up here for the back side. Out. Yeah, I'm probably gonna definitely need lighter stitches on this side to bring it together over here. Yeah. Actually, should start with one. Actually, let me type this up here. Like that. Over here. And making sure where I'm not be pulling and all that stuff. So I don't want I'm trying to keep it on the same side, the thread, so it kind of tucks underneath the material a little bit more. Something like that. I'll do a wider stitch up on this side. Huh. Alright, go up this way a little here. Back a little. Type this out as I go on here. Right here. And kind of start doing more and more wider stitches on this one side. That's the bottom of the screen right now. Right there. Across, underneath. Break it a little bit closer in. There. All right. Because once you get a rhythm to it, it's just like, it's just doing it. Of course, I will tighten it up as I go along. Right there. Underneath, just behind it. Right about there. Of course, don't get it snagged. Sorry. I'm gonna just bring it closer to me. Let's see, go right there, should be good. Alright. Back to the other side underneath. I get caught on stuff. Good spot. So basically what I'm doing here is putting on, well, it's not totally a ladder stitch, but it's totally not a back stitch. It's not totally a running stitch either, but a little combination of both because that's what I need right now. Anyways, so basically I'm trying to make sure all the threads are going this way across are always underneath the material, if that makes any sense. So, yes, as you keep seeing me do this here. As I try to draw it together a little bit better. Yeah, so do a lighter stitch right here. Start to bring it together here. I'm trying to like grab more than one thread here as I try to do this ladder stitch up, and that'll be good. Accent into the center. Oh yeah. From the center out again. Sorry. Trying to adjust to this. Hey Leonard. Is he in there? Welcome. Welcome. Thanks everyone for joining me for creation mode. And I actually want to see, and I'm just kind of thinking out loud as I do this, kind of mending, honestly. So appreciate everyone dropping in. Basically, I'm just putting ladder stitches in here. Now, if I was doing this like without the camera, it'd probably a little bit faster because I'm making sure I'm in frame here. Amongst everything, hopefully. All right, go back through the center out. Over a little bit through towards the center. And from the center out again on this side. I'm trying to do this in a certain way. I'm trying to see what I'm doing and trying to actually make sure I'm trying to record what I'm doing too. You can see right there. So I'll probably go up to like about right there. Grab a little bit of that. Now, honestly, if I had the patience too, I would try to make the stitching as tight as possible, as close as possible. But this is more of a challenge for me right now, actually. I don't technically have to do this, but I kind of more make a good video anyways, right? All right. You can see kind of how it's coming together. I could probably tighten this up a little here. All right, back around into the center. Pull from the center out. Up a little ways here. Through the center out. I'll try to bring this piece right here closer together. So what I'm gonna do here is just kind of tighten up my ladder stitch right here a little bit better. What I'll do here is I'll just put a back stitch in here. Or at least a running stitch. Yeah, I can put a back stitch in here. So if I was using a similar color thread, that would be less noticeable. This will function. I'm just pretty much putting back stitches in here now. That's why it's going a little bit faster. The ladder stitches, it just takes a little bit longer, but it kind of not only looks nicer, but it conforms to the shape a little bit better. Because, like I said, if it was just a straight rip or something like that, a lot tear out right here, it's relatively simple because it's kind of easy to go along a straight line. But if it's curved, then you got to adjust to, well, curvature. Okay. So I'm gonna adjust that right here. I think that'll be good for right now. Just remove some of these threads in here so I can adjust it. I guess I dropped the highlighter that I was using in glove. It's okay. So what I'm basically going to do here is try to tuck this in and just kind of go along that edge right there. Something like that. Something along the lines of that. And hopefully, yeah, I think I can do this. Yeah. I think I'll have to start from this side first. And since I still have this in here, let me just... Because what I'll do is I'll just kind of join it over here after the fact. Yeah. Because I actually have to start from the opposite side anyway. So yeah, actually, let me see here. No, actually, I should. No, yeah, I actually do need to start from that side. All right, so what I'm gonna do is just cut my friend here. I need their scissors. Cut it back into it. I have a stopper knot on here. My thread. All right. Might actually be used. No. Let me get my marker here. Put the marker in the glove. I know. The way that this all seems. Yeah, I know. Anyways. Grab my sewing needle here. I'll work from here around. And hopefully kind of work this together somehow. Somehow I'm gonna work this together somehow. Oh, okay, I guess I'll start from there. Okay. Just trying to kind of take a look here. See, that's why I actually have the highlighter in here, so there's actually... So if the fingers are all the way to the edge of the glove, it's the fun of it. Well, this is the... Oh, I don't like that. This might be a little bit more tricky than I... No, actually, I don't think it will be. I think I'm gonna need ladder stitches on both sides of the material. So from the center out. So there, okay. Do ladder stitch right about right here. Randomly get notifications too. So underneath what I'm sewing right now and trying to get on the back side here. Did I do this right? I think I did. See, well, trust the process, as they say, right? So, hopefully it makes sense somehow. Because what I'm trying to do is kind of preserve this kind of like material in the center. That's why I don't want to cut it, at least not yet. Because I can always cut after and adjust it. Because it's just excess. It's just the way it is. So I'm just working with this. And what I'll probably do here, I'll try to put a back stitch in here and kind of reinforce this side. Trying to work with the material here. So like I have to cut. No, actually I should. Yeah, try to go along there. Let's see. And twist it up here a little. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna put in there. Another stitch right about in there. Next side right there. Forward a little here towards the center. From that center piece back out. Here, all right. Just trying to grab the material here. More wire stitches on the palm side. Yeah, look around. Sorry. I'm trying to keep this in frame, but I'm also trying to see what I'm doing here too, to a certain degree. Let's move it back. I think I eventually will. Well, I think I know. I actually had to cut for him. That wasn't even a pun. Yeah, there we go. That'll probably be better. I can actually kind of keep. I think I had to take the highlighter out. So cool. So right now is the palm towards, well, away from us. Hold on, sorry. I'm trying to aim the sewing needle a little bit closer in here. I'm trying to see where the backside is. I think, yeah, I think I had to do it this way still. Yeah. So it's a little bit easier for me to actually. I stuck. Oh. I'm stuck. Yeah, stuck on the glove. All right, another ladder stitch here. Bring that together over top. Try to bring the material together here for what it is. For the center. Hello, Shikong. Hi, how are you? So I appreciate everyone dropping by on this creation mode with me here. And also, this is featuring some sewing and some mending. I mean, this is just kind of, this would be a little bit more tricky. Let me just say for what it is, yeah. All right, so here a little here. All right. So right up there. Now, what I'm figuring to do here is just tie this spot right here on this corner and just kind of roll this over, then do it. So I actually will cut the thread for, well, no, I shouldn't need to cut the thread. Let's go from behind. Alright, roll this down a little here. Just kind of connect this together here. Oh, yeah. This shouldn't be too bad, actually. For the center. Alright. Yeah, it's okay. I'll go over a little here. For the center a little here. Nope, sorry. I'm definitely getting out of frame here. For the center out. Oh, the tail got stuck in there. I can bring this together too. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. So I'll probably on the tip of the finger here, and then put some invisible ladder stitches. Get the tail stuck in there now. Yeah. Forward just a little bit there. I mean, this is kind of more an extreme kind of thing because obviously I'm doing a lot. But if it's your favorite one, or let's just say, it's just like whoosh, a nice clean tear. Well, relatively not too difficult. This is a little bit more challenging, I would say. Definitely, it takes a little bit more to do, time to do and stuff like that. Let me see here. Yeah, let's go forward a little bit here. Alright, I'm trying to stay in frame and actually hopefully not block the light too much. Underneath here. Pull that through. Appreciate everyone dropping in. More ladder stitches right here. I mean, I could pretty much, if I was really rushing, I could just probably even just finish it off with a couple back stitches, but I'll take the time to do the ladder stitch. And the thread comes out of the needle that I didn't even notice when I just put in the foot. Right, I gotta re-thread this again. I'll just tuck it in, whatever. It'll be fine. I was thinking of just finishing off with back stitches, but that's okay. Yeah, there we go. I can stop this. More wider stitches this way. Back. Let's center out. Yeah, it's not so bad. I'll make a wider stitch on this side. Push a little bit. Pull through the center. Drop the scissors. On this side too. Just kind of work with the material. Hey, FSP, how are you doing? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Coming together. Well, and maybe I'll actually like take a not slow or speed this up and be maybe. Anyways, let's see where I'm doing here. All right. So now I'm gonna come back this way a little here. Yeah. Ladder stitches, so I'll go for the middle here. And go for the middle here. I'm trying to hide some of the stitching. Honestly, you're gonna see this still, but if this was a dark thread, then it'd be less noticeable. It's going to come together here. Let's just take a look here. Yeah, almost done. Almost done this one part. All right. More ladder stitches right here. Back a little for the center. A little here. What I'm gonna do here is actually finish off with a couple of. Alright, no. I'll do a ladder stitch on this side. I'll try to kind of finish this off here. Trying to stay in focus here. Hopefully it's not too washed out. Oh, it is. We'll see. Of course, the best camera angle is the worst angle for me to try to do it. Of course. Alright, so good. Almost done this part right here, anyways. That'll be. Actually, I'll connect it to the other part a little bit better. Cool. Right there. Pull the center out right there. Make a back stitch right here. And that should be good. All right, let me cut this piece right here. I mean, this is, like I said, I'm doing this as a challenge. It's kind of a little bit more I wouldn't say advanced, just the problem solving of it, and just kind of seeing it, visualizing where you're putting the sewing needle and stuff like that. This ain't so bad. This ain't so bad right here. It's not so bad. I mean, I could, for what it is, I could touch this up and stuff like that. I mean, if I went along this with like dark thread, I could hide all of those this brighter color thread that I have right here. I'll touch up. I think I might touch up that one corner. Yeah, this one corner in here, I'll touch that up right there, real quicker. Since I still have a little bit left over on this thread here. Yeah. So no, it's this side. Just kind of curl it all together. Right here. Some loops. Yeah, I'll just do some loops around here. That should be fun. Not bad. I'll probably do a little bit more of a long. I shall just put it. Since the thread's almost done anyways on this, might as well just add some more in. Might as well just use up the rest. So just kind of do a few back stitches and some stitches in here real quick here. Give me a brief moment. All right, yeah, that'll be fine for now. And what I'm gonna do here, real quick here, is just take a flame source right here and just kind of help the ends here on this one. Hold on a sec. Got a few of the loose threads together. All right, let's see here. It's not so bad now. It's not so bad now. Okay. It's not so bad. I think I actually had to adjust one of the spots right here. I just noticed that right here. I didn't tighten that too much. But I do have very little bit here, so I figured I might as well just I'll just use it up on this side real quick. Show you guys right here. I'm actually even wearing I'm wearing the glove too and sewing with it. So I just had to bring this together a little bit better. I'll just use some back stitches in here real quicker. You know, it's been a while since I've done this sewing Sunday thing. I'm not saying I don't sew on Sundays, but it's been a while since I actually brought it back to the channel. I'm trying to make sure I'm in the fray here. I'm trying to put in some back stitches in here. Trying. Huh. Yeah, there we go. Just kind of connect that together here. A little too much. There should be good, I think. Yeah, there we go. It's meant to come together. Now, and if I was using like similar color thread, it would be less noticeable. But for the sake of doing this live too, I figure I actually have to show the thread so you can actually see what I'm doing here, kind of give or take. Take a look at something. Yeah, that should be fine. Let me just dress up the knot here, as they say. Alright. My sewing needle on this magnet that I have. I actually really do like magnets for the sewing needles. Because I know, as a story right here, as I just dressed this up and all other things, is a melting thread. Quicker. I remember sewing at my buddy's place, and they had carpet at that time, and I kind of dropped it, and I'm like, it's like trying to find a sewing needle in a haystack. I mean, a needle in a haystack kind of deal. Then I'm like, oh wait, I have a magnet. Because I'm looking, I'm like, I can't even see it. I'm just like, magnet. It's like, oh, it's right here. Just sticks to it, so that helps. All right, it's looking a lot better. I think it's not so bad. Whatsoever. I mean, I could dress it up a little bit right here, along here, a little bit more if I really wanted to. So just to recap here, real quick here, because I'm not totally like do the whole clip right here because I didn't realize actually how long this part took. But I basically started on this side, which would be on the right side of the string. This is the palm facing side. On this side, went on this side, adjusted this side, did a little bit, and finished off at the top here. Using basically ladder and some back stitches. So, and also you can see it's about that 80-minute mark for this video / stream right now. So, although it seems like it took me a bit, I'm of course trying to do this in front of the camera and hopefully let people see. It's also if I was sewing, it'd be a little bit closer to me. So that wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. Now, on the other hand, something like this on the other side of the glove. See where I'm pointing here? See my point? This might be, I wouldn't say impossible, to be honest. No, you know what? I don't think it would be impossible. I could probably pull it together. Hey, Huga. How are you doing? Appreciate everyone dropping by and giving me one of those thumbs up. Hey, it's so awesome to see you all. And it seems I'm using those puns again. I know, but come on. I mean, I guess I had a hand in that, in starting that. So let's see here. Let me think about this. Yeah. Hopefully this has been burnt or whatever. I mean, I think I actually probably need to find a patch for that. This is even more difficult than the other side was. The other side, at least there was something to work with. Something, a seam line that I can work with and kind of join it and kind of get something to work here. I'll buy it a little bit more time. I mean, I got air gloves and stuff like that. Let me just see here. I have air gloves and stuff like that, which I have. Now that I think about it, I think I found the perfect thing for that little tiny piece right here. Where is this? Not sure. Could work. Nah, actually, I think this thread's too much for it. I have this other little thing I could mend, but it's not as difficult as this. Let me just give me a moment here. Figure I actually see something. I haven't tucked in the side chat for a bit. And just move my little cover here. Yeah. So a binder clip, something like this, actually helps when you're mending or sewing because it allows you to hold material together. And don't get me wrong, something like a pin could be useful too, but sometimes you have to adjust it. It gets in the way. and stuff like that, because if you saw me how I was sewing, sometimes you gotta do it in a certain direction or underneath it. So kind of like the ladder stitch, trying to bring the edges towards the center and just kind of, hiding it, so to speak. Let me just put these to the side real quick here. So, let me know, everyone. Are you ready for part two? Part two? There's a part two to this? No, no, it's a continuation, but I'm gonna take a short break on that. So, there's some more here. Who wants more? Ooh. There's something else I wanted to actually do and tie this all together here. A lot of more puns, apparently, but apparently it will make all sense here. So here's something else for the creation mode here for me. I actually kept this just specifically for this reason almost. So I'm gonna reuse something here and actually show something and skill. I wouldn't say a skill. It could be a skill, but in terms of braiding, I've shown this before many times. I've shown this. It was one of my earlier videos I've shown back in like what 5, coming up to 6 years ago on the channel here. Now here's a bag. You're like, oh, ooh, that's a nice container. CR, it has CR in it, right? It's like, it's got an opening right here. Wait, it's got 2 openings. So what I'm gonna do here, and to make a clear point here, unintended, is that I'm gonna actually reuse this. And I'm actually gonna make cordage with this. So basically fold it off. Now I'm doing this quite quickly, and I might have this slip out of camera angle view just so I can actually do it. But fold it in half right there. So this is the midway point. So basically, the edges. The openings are on the side. So that's my midway point. Let me just grab. Look at that. Grab some scissors here. It's gonna be one more. I'm trying to. Should have them. I have these other pair of scissors, and they're a little bit better at cutting for plastic. But just go grab them. Just give me a moment here. Come on. Sure. I know I had it earlier in the day. Did I misplace them? Or did I put them somewhere else? Oh, I don't want to use scissors. Whatever, I guess. Anyways, I'm gonna cut this in half right here. Right there. See, the scissors aren't that great for cutting plastic, but it'll be alright. Now, the thing is, don't cut all the way through. Just past this part right here. Just past all those fold areas. Right there's good. Now, since that time that I actually showed this as a video here, and I appreciate everyone that dropped by on that video, left me a comment. That was very encouraging. I've kind of refined this back down to kind of half, and take one of those halves, and you're in thirds or in half. I'm actually going to try for thirds here. So about right there. So by the end of this, I should have 6. Well, you know what I mean. There's a lot of alliteration right there for me. All right. Into 6 parts right here. All right, that's right there. So 3 right there. And I'm just kind of eyeballing it. The idea really is to kind of make the strips that you're going to eventually make, and you'll see as part of the cordage as equal as possible. Because you don't want it too thinned, and it'll kind of won't be the same. Spot it will be a little bit weaker in the cordage. I'm not saying that this is gonna be actually super strong, but can be useful. All right, now you see that. So I'm gonna grab this out here. Maybe you could do something with that. All right. Basically, what I'm gonna do here, let's double check. Sure, I guess. Okay. So go towards the end here. You'll see this right here. So I'll pinpoint this out. So that's the little slit that I didn't make all the way up, right? Because I didn't cut all the way to the end. So basically, there's a loop right here. Now, what I'm doing is making one continuous strip of the plastic of this part right here. So what I'm gonna do here is, in the beginning, kind of find where the middle point is and kind of go diagonally towards this. So right up there. So that's what I'm gonna do right here. All right, slide that down away from you and kind of keep repeating the process until you're actually have one continuous strip. And like I said, diagonally. That'll be okay. I just have to watch out for that and just keep going diagonally across. I think I rushed that a little here. Alright. I would usually do this like on a counter on the table or something, but I have other things on the table right now. I do see some more people dropping in. I appreciate everyone dropping in. Big hi from CR. Wait, I'll do it in a certain way. I figure I put it in like that. Alright. Oh, where am I at? Alright, so. Alright, about there. Connecting those together. And remember, I'm going diagonally because I'm trying to make a continuous piece of material right here. Basically, just keep going until I'm finished the end here. Alright. I'll just kind of speed this up a little. Hopefully, without the magic of editing, because I'm doing this live. And just kind of keep this going. And hopefully this will actually, see this, hopefully this won't be too thin right here. I guess we'll want to see. Alright, keep going. Oh, okay, fine. Alright, I'm almost at the end here. I'm trying to give a little bit more on that side. Work with. Right about there. Alright, so now what you do here, let's find one end. Roll it through your fingers like this until you find the other end. Join two of the ends together. And your finger in the center here. So it looks like that, and just kind of you're just trying to find the middle of this whole strand or this whole amount of line. Once you find it, kind of see if it's kind of even. Okay. Like putting it on your foot or something like that. So this is kind of the midway point. So what I'm going to do here is like so. Kind of like an A or something like that. Cross that A. And as I'm doing this, I'm twisting it in my hand. So let me just get a little bit more comfortable in terms of doing this. Hello, Jonathan. How are you doing? So basically, if done right, one side should. Yeah, one side should slide, and the other won't. So this side is sliding, so you can see. Grab the other side. Make something like an A right here. and kind of dress it up. Spin the knot right here, because when you're starting, that's what you have to do a lot more of, because you gotta kind of start it. But once you have, let's say, a couple inches of line done and braided already, yeah, it becomes easier. And basically, it's just a repetition of it. I can slow this down, but I'm just gonna start it a little bit better or faster here. So I see you all in there. You know, I can almost multitask and actually actually type here on the side chat. Maybe. You know, I'll randomly say hi. Yeah, I'll randomly say that while I braid this, because I've actually done this in different places and stuff. Just like on a road trip or somewhere like, not a road trip, but like somewhere in camp or something like that. Well, camping and stuff like that. So. And basically, this is a zipper chain center. Shown this on the channel already. I'm doing this quite fast now. What it is. This side can slide, as you can see. Grab this side, kind of make something that looks like an A. There's that loop at the top. Hold on to it like a ring, and kind of, I don't know, cross the T, cross the A. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Curl it, spin it in your hands, kind of work it in, dress it up, and just like literally just repeat. And once you actually kind of know this, and set it up and stuff like that, you could just keep going. This is well, to be honest, you'll see at the end. I'll tie it all together at the end, pun intended. But I don't have any pre-made ones I've done already. Basically, I'm braiding this into a zipper. What's known as a zipper. Let me say that again. I'm braiding this using the zipper chain sennit method. That uses one continuous amount of line to make the cordage in this case. And this was just, a bag that, you know what? There was a hole at the bottom. Most people would toss it out. I was like, oh, wait. There are parts of it that's still good. Still in one piece, and it was suitable for making yarn, which in this case is suitable for braiding into a zipper chain sennit and reusing this. I figure I show the swap too, just so you can see kind of what the bag looks like and kind of how much I'm gonna get out of this. And hopefully this should take less time than the previous when it was earlier in the string. I'll probably divide this up, stuff like that. So. Kind of, I figured I'd do a little bit of mending, sewing, and some cordage and braiding. And something like this, I don't even have to look to start doing this anymore. Because the zipper chain sennit is just a repetition, alternating from one side to the other. Unlike some other braids that may be a little bit more harder to do without seeing. Not saying they're not possible, but something like this, I can just, I'll be like, waiting for a stream to start or something like that, just kind of on the side, just waiting and just like, or watching something if I'm not just watching, just relaxing or something like that. I'll just kind of just do this and just keep going with it. I'm trying to make sure I pull evenly and kind of, how do I say? Well, dress up the knot or kind of tying it together so it, because the idea is to draw it towards the center, so that's why I keep twisting it every so often, kind of twisting it so it's nice and snug, much as possible, and just kind of, like I said, there's that A, cross it like like a T or something like that. Grab this side, like an A, cross it, bring it together, spin it there, and just keep going with this. I'm gonna be just about halfway down the line. Halfway down the line here. I think this is the spinner part. See, when you're making the strips for the par to be using, in this case, you want it as relatively similar in yeah. That's what I'm working with. Hopefully, it won't affect the line at the end too much. Let's see. Because sometimes I've actually pulled it. Because I'm not actually trying to really pull at this because this is part. I mean, I've made not wearing the one like some sort of bracelet or something like that, but I don't. Nah, see, I pulled it apart. See, now I guess I could show this part. Now it won't be the same, but I can join this back together. But I don't like doing it like that. But for the sake of finishing this off, I'll do it. Kind of do it real quick. It does and can happen. Oh wait. I don't like splicing it together, but all right. This should. Yeah, there we go. This is kind of continually be doing it. I've actually tried this with like different things, just randomly, and just like, oh, I wonder how this works or how this can work. As long as I think as long as it's continuous, like one whole piece, then it's fine. To braid with, use. Yeah, see, that's gonna be a point right there. But you'll get the idea. You'll get the idea. I mean, this doesn't usually happen to me where I actually pull it apart by accident or braiding it together into zipper chains in it with this method, but sometimes it happens. And the length, well, obviously depend on how long the line is to begin with. I mean, I have a video out there of showing something that's braided 20 feet using exactly what I'm showing right here. But the thing is, that cordage was much thinner. And the starting length must have been like almost like over 100 feet. It's usually when you're braiding, you're bringing it together, so it takes up less room. So that means it's gonna get the finished braid, or in case cordage, is gonna be awfully shorter than the beginning by quite a lot, like a factor of 5 or something like that. I actually still have that cordage. I haven't used it much, but I mean, like, it's just kind of cool. It's just like, yeah, it's kind of, I wouldn't say one of a kind, but it's just like, oh, not people, not a lot of people would have this color combination. I mean, if you could do something like this, yeah, you can almost make as much as you want in terms of like par in this case. Although par stretches, but braiding this up does kind of make it a little bit more usable at the cost of being shorter, but I rushed that. See, look at that. You know what? Since I have a little bit left, I might as well try. Might as well try. See, I don't like doing it like this, but I think for the sake of this stream and to show how the finished link would be, I'll just kind of finish it off. Now, if I was using something like paracord or something like that, I mean, like, it'd be done already, probably, because it's got a little bit, the line's got a little bit more tensile strength. With Plurn, is only as good as the original length and thickness of it and stuff like that. I mean, I've actually done like a garbage bag before. One of those type of contrast bags I've actually tried braid at before. It was funny, I did that as a challenge too because it was already actually used like twice. But short story, long story short, it got back to me. There was holes in it, and it just kind of braided it together into something. So it got many uses. I mean, actually, I'll pull it out in a little bit here, just so you guys and gals can all see. So let me know in the comment section if you're watching this on the replay. Shout out to the replay gang, or for people that are joining me live right here while I do this creation mode and do this kind of braiding right here. You know, have you done anything along the lines here? I mean, this is just something I picked up. You know, saw some stuff on it, learned it for myself, started to adapt this to like making Plurn and stuff with Plurn to make stronger piece of cordage using a zipper chain Senate method braiding. And like I said, if this was like, if I wasn't breaking it or pulling it apart, I'd probably do this faster. Yeah, so you can see I'm almost done here. Almost done here. We'll see if I can squeeze in a little bit more. I don't know. I might just go for the 2-hour mark here. We'll see. So what I'll do here is I'll just kind of finish this off here. Since I'm almost done here. You should be able to hear me still. I'm losing Bluetooth. I'll bring out some samples right here that I've done in the past. Here we go. I'll show this example right here. Now, I was just using this one bag right here. For example. Now, if you have, what you can do is add more strands or make it longer. So, for example, like the same bag, but kind of if I had what I had to start with, but to it, for example, right? Then instead of trying to find the middle, I just join them and make sure that's the halfway point, and then start the braid from there, and then do this. And basically, it'd be twice as long. Just have more material to work with. Or I can make it so instead of just folding in half and starting to braid from that center, I'd fold it half again. So it'd be like 2 on both sides, which is a little bit easier to work with just because you can tighten it as you're doing the zipper chinks in it here. Now let's see here. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that'll be alright. I'm actually surprised how much I gotta edit. Hey, you know what I can almost start doing? Hold on. just dress this up here. I can almost make. Wait. I'm trying to make it. Wait. Over here. I got something here. Wait. Hold on. I got it. Wait. Something like that. Ta-da. Okay. There we go. Little love right there. It's almost like I kind of knew this was my turn, and that was used to be clear. Take that off. I mean, I could use this for something. I wouldn't say for because it's not that long, but I've actually made some that have been much longer. Anyway, here's a piece right here. It's much longer. This is a much longer piece of part. This is probably from multiple banks, kind of daisy chain type pair, multiple threads or strands because I use 2 bags. So something I can use for miscellaneous stuff. I mean, if I need something stronger, then I'll migrate up to something like that. You get notifications. Sorry. I keep getting notifications. This is about, let's say, this piece that longer piece I just showed on the screen is about 2.5 feet. And yeah, so this is about 2.5 feet apart, braided into a zipper chain, braided using the zipper chain snippet method. And I keep getting notifications, sir. I keep hearing it here. So, on bag, cordage. Okay, this one's not ideal, but let's just say it would kind of more like this. I could use this for something for sure. Nothing too heavy, obviously, but it could be something as simple as, hanging up something for a moment, or kind of something. I mean, cordage you could do a lot. I mean, I guess you know what? I guess I could probably put it in here. All right. So, I'll put butterfly knot in here. Or just random pot line hitch in here. I'm just actually just doing this as I finish off the stream here. I do appreciate everyone that dropped in and kind of saw that I wanted to show this in real time a little bit and kind of show once you get into it, it's kind of relatively straightforward, so to speak. Especially if it's straightforward. Oh, that's a little tight, but it's a little tight for a taut line. I'll find butterfly move, and then no, I don't think I see it's on the outside. Alright, let's see, it's supposed to be in the middle. Well, Not quite blind, but working on it, practicing. Let's see if I can actually undo this. Actually, I should be able to undo this. Oh yeah. Alright. Let's undo this. Yeah, I'll probably go with their voice, go to the top of the hour. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll see. I think get this Alpine Butterfly undone here. Okay. This is that one, which I don't think I did right. Well, function, but let's say two. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, I know exactly what I could do. I know exactly what I could do with this line. I'm just gonna dress it up just a tad here. Just kind of melt the ends here. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'll use it for something that I actually need it for right now. Which I actually for. Give me a sec here. What I'll do here is actually I'll just put a mini jam knot in here. So kind of slip knot for this to keep this line together. Kind of make a stopper knot at their end. I have a slip knot right here. There's one. Oh no, it's on the other side. And bring this together. Kind of like that. That's something for right there. All right. So there's some cordage right there, right? I mean, honestly, there's better cordage. I mean, more durable cordage, and so forth. This is just something I reused real quick, and didn't take me that long. I mean, like you could be watching one of your shows or something like that, and it's kind of braiding. I mean, sometimes I've actually done that where I'm watching something, just kind of and just like braiding in the background, something like that. Something I've already kind of pre-made. I just kind of have to, braid it together, something like that. And by the end of the show, it's like, oh yeah, I'm already done. And the next thing I know, it's just like, oh, look at that, I got 5 feet. I'm kind of multitasking in there, and enjoying when I'm enjoying watching something, for example. When maybe just a little bit of practice. Let me just bring out my chat here. Hey, YouTube. Oops. Of course. Of course, I hit the table that my stands on, and it's not really a tripod, so there's a little thing that's weighted down on one end at the base, so it does help. It just happens to fit, well, for the phone adapter that I'm using, so the holder, so it just seems to work. So I can swing this around. I'm going to actually start using this a little bit more. I'm thinking about it. It's heavy, so it's heavy to like move around with, but I mean, for stationary, it's pretty good. All right, so thank you everyone for joining me for this creation mode with CR Islands. Just kind of. This is why you saw this channel icon in the beginning of it. If you watched from the beginning, let me just kind of end that there. That was just Daydream. Well, that's what the track is known as. So everyone, go out there and create something, use something, recreate something, and discover it's like, ooh, I can use this. I can put these two things here, or I can, because you never know. And you might get some good experience out of it because you're thinking, how can I put something together? Whatever it is. I mean, I showed cordage here, sewing stuff, so it seems. Yeah, pun right there. But it could be food, something along the lines of that. And thanks for dropping by, everyone. And as our world changes, we can adapt to our skill and knowledge can get better with practice and help everyone. But one can help someone. All right, take care, everyone. And I'll catch you on the next one. Later.